Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get some front page news. Lauren LaRosa is our guest co-host. And good morning, Tiz.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Charlamagne the Guy.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, let's jump right into it. Last night, you got my theme music? There we go. Last night, the Giants beat the Packers 24-22.
Is this your friend?
I'm not paying him.
Get your mans in here. Come get him.
The Giants are 5-8. That's just silly.
So what? We win 4, we'll be 9-8.
That's just silly.
We'll win 4 more games and we'll be 9-8.
I believe you.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
The Dolphins beat the Titans beat the Dolphins last night 28-27. What up, Tiz?
What's going on? I want to say just a quick shout out to Lady of Rage, the Queen. I got a chance to watch that 50-year hip hop. Did you catch up on it?
No.
You mean the Grammys?
The thing that we missed.
Yeah.
The Grammys? No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
I still didn't see it. I seen parts of it. The game was on. That's the reason why.
Well, it's on Paramount. You should go watch it. The way I hollered, my daughter came in and was like, "Are you okay?" You know, the way I
with my afro puffs. All right, well,
the way I hollered.
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about the man that threw the chair in the Montgomery brawl.
Yeah, this is our hopefully our final update on the chairman. You know, we covered this story earlier this year, and I wanted to give you the final update. Reggie Ray, who was known as the chairman, who was seen on the viral video of the Montgomery brawl that we all talked about, he pled guilty in municipal court. Now, you remember earlier we talked about this story, I guess about a month or so ago. There was a little bit of confusion on what was happening in municipal court, but it was a charge of a misdemeanor. He was sentenced to 90 days in jail, which was suspended, so they did not send him to jail. And he was ordered to perform 50 hours of community service and pay court costs totaling $357. He didn't have any comment yesterday, him or his attorney. City officials declined to comment on whether he was charged, why he was not charged with misdemeanor assault. The person that I guess that he hit the chair with, they did not file charges against him, so that's good.
Yeah,
and
right,
so
because they still can, right? They still consume civilly.
I mean, I guess at any time, but I'm sure when you say you're not going to file charges, I'm sure, they probably had him sign some type of paperwork to go ahead and dismiss that case.
Okay.
So that's the final update in that with the chairman. I know we had some confusion on that earlier. In the municipal court, just so you know, because there was some confusion on that because the police came out and said they didn't charge him, but just so everybody's clear, the municipal court has jurisdiction over Class C misdemeanors, which is punishable by fines only. So basically, when they took everybody to jail, everybody got a ticket and they sorted it out in court.
I respect it. He did what he had to do. He pled guilty. He took the charge. Life moves on.
I'm going to tell my kids he was an Avenger.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Thank you.
Now, what are we talking about next hour?
Yeah, we're going to be talking about New Jersey. You guys may remember that man that was shouting racial slurs and told everybody to pull up. Well, we're going to find out what happened when they pulled up and what the end result was.
All right, we'll get into that next hour. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Lauren LaRosa is our guest co-host. What up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Good morning, Lauren. Good morning, Charlamagne the Guy.
Good morning.
Now, last night in Monday Night Football, the Giants beat the Packers 24-22. The Titans beat the Dolphins 28-27.
I'm glad you simmered down and you're not as cocky as you were because y'all 5-8. You do know that, right?
What does that mean?
You need to be
You
humble.
still need us. You need us.
We really
You
don't.
need the Eagles to lose. We play the Eagles twice. You need us.
Right, Envy said drop his music.
There you go.
That's not his music. And that's also very insulting to Italians everywhere. I know Italians are sitting out there like, that's what you think of us? You said play Italian music and you play the freaking theme song of The Sopranos?
That's all we got in the system.
What if somebody say, play some black music and they play good times and you'd be mad as hell. That's why nobody take you niggas serious.
If they said play some black music and drop Wade in the water, how would you feel?
You gonna compare Wade in the Water to Sopranos?
I mean, that's
the
how he
Sopranos was
said they're
best
gonna
on
take
Italian.
it.
You know what? Forget it. But shout out to all the Italians out there. Shout to DeVito. Yes. All right. But you need us to win.
DeVito, because he don't even know his first name.
Tommy.
Yes. You said Danny earlier. I'm like, Tommy. Danny DeVito ain't playing quarterback for no damn body. He couldn't even see over the offensive line.
Well, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about this man in New Jersey.
Yeah, a New Jersey man whose racist rant towards neighbors was captured on video in 2021. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Let's listen to the report and I'll give you some more information on the other side.
A Burlington County man sentenced to 8 years in prison today for harassing and using racial slurs against his neighbors back in 2021. 47-year-old Edward Matthews pleading guilty in October to 4 counts of bias, intimidation, and drug charges. The investigation started back in July of 2021 after one neighbor filed a harassment complaint. Police were called back to a home a short time later to find Matthews using racial slurs in a verbal rant against 4 neighbors.
Now, what the report did not say there were some additional charges. We want to make sure we put that on the table. He was charged with criminal mischief, possession of a weapon for unlawful purpose, possession of controlled dangerous substance, stalking, possession of drug paraphernalia, and other related offenses. Now, for people that may not remember this guy, this is the guy that you heard and you saw in the video where he said, this is not Africa. And he also spit on a man as well. Take a listen to some of the rant.
I know what you did. You broke that window.
Dude,
I don't care.
These windows got shot out with a shotgun.
I don't care.
222s to the front face.
I do not care.
In Cherry Hill, their daughter got smashed.
Exactly.
Is that what you want? No. And you want to know where I was when all this happened?
I don't care.
At work, monkey.
I don't care where you were.
At morgue. Just like I told the Mount Laurel police, get these monkey out of here and you can't do. That's me talking. 3602 Gramercy Way, that's where I live. Come see me. So you're real comfortable. So get me on video so you know what you see. Bring whoever.
Now, as you heard him say, he said, bring whoever. Whoever did show up at this man's house. I remember them trending this. It was a pull-up summer when this happened. Folks went to his house. They stayed outside, I believe, for about a day. The police had to escort him out of the house. Now, again, the investigation found that he used racial slurs when engaged in a verbal altercation with 4 residents. They also found a pattern of abuse, and that's what resulted in those other charges that I mentioned to you earlier, and that he also included leaving threatening notes on folks' vehicle. Now, he pled guilty in October to 4 counts of bias, intimidation, as well as the drug offenses and the other offenses that I mentioned as well, that they found in his home. The judge said that they want to make an example that this type of bias, intimidation will not be tolerated. Now, he did plead for leniency during his sentencing. He asked for the victims. He apologized to the victims. He said he accepted responsibility. The judge ruled that he must spend at least 4 years in prison before he's eligible for parole.
Yeah, when I first heard this story, I was like, damn, 8 years for using racial slurs in America. But when you look at everything else, when you looked at the fact he was stalking his neighbors, he was damaging his neighbors' vehicles. They said he did over $2,500 in damage to his neighbors' vehicles. He was smearing feces on the window. He was selling shrooms. And they actually found the weapon he was using, and they charged him with the weapon. They say it was a slingshot.
A slingshot?
Slingshot is crazy. Where do you even get that from?
I have no idea. But
White people just be whiting.
When you put all those charges together, I can see that.
You can see what 4 years
it makes sense. But damn, a neighborhood has lost a shroom plug.
Can y'all imagine?
That's what you mad about?
No, for real.
Is that the real loss here?
A whole neighborhood has lost a shroom plug. And I'm trying to figure out, how is he so angry when he sells shrooms? He need to get high on his own supply. There's nobody that's using shrooms that would be that angry
upset, right,
at people.
It must not be good.
Damn.
You're crazy, Charlamagne.
Imagine somebody pop the trunk and pull out a slingshot.
The moral to the story is they lost the plug.
A neighborhood has lost a shroom plug.
If somebody pulled out a slingshot, it would scare me. It definitely would scare me.
Somebody popped the trunk at a function and put out a slingshot, that is
it would scare me.
That's like the person who walked down the street rapping lyrics. Like, you can't play with them type of people.
A good shroom plug is hard to find. That's all I know.
That's what you care about. That man and intimidate everybody. Walk around with a slingshot.
Every corner, I got you. You need something?
I'm just telling you.
Mushrooms are illegal in New Jersey. I just want to let y'all know.
Oh, sorry.
911, what's your emergency? I'm just letting you know, Laura.
Okay, my bad.
Never
mind. I don't know none of that.
All right. Thank you, Tiz.
Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Tezlyn Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tezlyn Figaro on all social media platforms.
Wake that ass up. In the morning. The Breakfast Club.